Here we go. All right, volume up. So, everyone, this is Jamie Carrero. Hi, Jamie.
Hi. Hello, future of the world.
Jamie is currently the Director of Innovation at Goodby, Silverstein and Partners at their satellite office in New York. She is currently a Vice President at Rubenstein.
Neil Wade. He is currently a production coordinator at the Fairly Odd Parents.
Today we are joined by Kim Daniels. She's currently the digital producer at Marriage Boot Camp. Michelle Martinez is currently completing her PhD in political science at USC. Her dissertation investigates the need for photography in social movements and the subsequent criminalization of photography. Thank you to Becky Hurwitz.
She's the founder of Research, Action, and Design and a coordinator for RightsCon 2015.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I work at an advertising agency. You have a client, they have some business need, and you have to try and accomplish that business need through communication. A simple way to explain it is ads are something people don't like, and content is something that people seek out and pay money for. So much of what we do is about engaging with culture at its front edge, at trying to be relevant all the time.
I do a lot of things. Totally depends on the day. It depends on the client. It depends on the industry. I work with a lot of different types of clients, from food to arts and culture to nonprofit. I consider myself a storyteller. I like to dig in and see what are the interesting stories behind the scenes. What are people working on? What are their passions?
My day-to-day is basically keeping our artists and artwork organized and getting it to the right people. I enjoy working with artists. I enjoy seeing this entire process for a product that I love. I'm a huge fan of animation. I always have been. I enjoy that I make cartoons and that when I talk to 7-year-olds and mention Timmy Turner, they go crazy, their eyes light up, and that really genuinely makes me feel good, as cheesy as it sounds.
Digital producer is kind of a new thing these days. The network gives me a list of things that they want from set that they think that they're going to use online, which could be set stills, behind the scenes information, and I just go around like a madwoman collecting all of this stuff.
We do participatory research, media making, and technology design to build the power of grassroots movements. And we're thinking about breaking down barriers between who gets to make decisions about how media gets made and who gets to make decisions about how it gets distributed.
I consider myself an activist first, and then a photographer, and then a scholar. Photography is something that can help me to tell stories. It can help people understand things in a way that they don't intuitively understand from statistics. The most political act is to direct someone's eyes. And so when I use images to show people things that they're not usually seeing, then I've done my job.
If you have a personal brand, a broadcaster is going to be more likely to hire you. And I think, we used to use the word tastemakers or something like that. The buzzword right now for digital content is influencers. So, become an influencer.
If you have these media making skills, there's a place for you to do social justice work for sure. A lot of groups that do organizing are increasingly doing organizing online, and they need to be smart about their messaging. They need to be smart about using different platforms and thinking through these questions of who's on these platforms and what issues can we move or what change can we really expect, so that we make sure that the voices that are being heard through that media become more varied and really representative of our lived condition.
If I can just momentarily really shit on an ad product to illustrate a point, pre-roll YouTube ads makes you watch 5 seconds of the ad and then skip the ad. Okay, so you've outright admitted that the thing that you're making is so bad, so undesirable, that you're letting people actively pass it by. As a communicator, try not to make messages that people don't want to receive, because we are now moving into a phase where people have choice about what media they're going to consume.
My job is to inform, and my job is to make sure that you have the information to write your story or to go on the air. I'm lucky that I haven't worked on clients that, are in different kind of fields that I'm not interested in. But I am really interested in the arts and in culture and in food stuff, and so I get to work on these amazing accounts and talk to these really creative people all day.
On that note, I suppose we will call it a day. Thank you so much for joining us. Can I get a round of applause for Kimberly?